Welcome to iEvolve Global's official website, your online portal for initiating becoming a better you. Our website features several services geared towards evolving into that person you dream of, through coaching, mentorship, counseling, speaking engagements, and much more. Our website boasts a change corner with quotes, verses, tips, and tricks to get you through that rough patch, in addition to our self-help corner, which gives you all the tools, resources, and statistics about mental health and the process of change. Our website aims to get you engaged. It's filled with the resources you need to become a better you. And if ever you need to talk, contact us. Our team of experts are waiting to assist you. Welcome to iEvolve, the roadmap to a better me.
Good evening, good night, good morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see. Yes, thank you so much for joining tonight. I am so happy that you are with me. I am completely elated. Thank you for your time. Thank you for showing up. If you are hearing me well, just go ahead and put it in the chat. Let me know that you are hearing me. Good evening, good evening. I'm seeing Jamila. Big up yourself, Jamila. I am seeing Kahel. Shout out to Kahel. Shout out to Khadija. Shout out to Dion. Listen, I'm so happy that you are all here, and we are going to have such a wonderful time tonight. Now, just before we jump in, all right, Alvin, thank you so much. I'm happy that you're hearing me tonight. I'm seeing Greater Me. I'm happy to have you as well. Thank you for joining us. All right, so tonight we are going to be delving into something that is very, very important. All right, but just before we do that, just go ahead and share so that other persons can be a part of the discussion tonight. Invite your friend, go ahead and like and subscribe and share so other persons can get this information. All right. Now, let me just check in on us. Sometime January is finally over. Somebody said the year of January is finally done. Praise the Lord. So let me check in. How are you doing today? How are you feeling? How are you doing? Anybody tired? Good night, Sister Arlene. Anybody tired? Anybody happy that January finally finished? Good night, Sister Natalie. Good night, Sister Denise. Happy belated birthday to Sister Natalie and all the January people. I know that you are enough, so big up on yourself. All right, so we're going right in tonight. We are going right in. So thanks again for coming. I want to honor your time and utilize this time well. I just want to clarify, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. Right? So many of you are accustomed to mindful conversations, which we have been having. Now, we are not stopping those, right? What we are doing is something in addition to mindful conversation. So this is Winning Wednesdays. Winning Wednesdays, right? So going forward, we're going to be alternating. We are going to be having mindful conversation one month and then Winning Wednesdays the other month, right? So from now, you can go ahead and save the date for mindful conversation, which will be in February 21st. All right. So save that date from now. And I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. Now, a part of iEvolve mandate is to help people to evolve, right? And to become the best version of themselves. But based on my own journey, I know that desiring change is not enough. I know that it's not enough. It is not enough to just want to change. It is not enough to just want to win the year. It is not enough, right? So based on that realization, Winning Wednesdays was designed to help people to understand how to do it. Because many of us, we want to change, but the truth is we don't have a pathway to take. We don't have a roadmap on how to get it done. So my team and I, we're just trying to serve you in the best way. So mindful conversations, it creates awareness on mental health issue, but Winning Wednesdays are designed to help us to win at life, to win spiritually, to win emotionally, to win in different areas. All right, so that's what we hope to achieve from Winning Wednesdays. It is intended to help us to win. All right, it is intended to help you to win and to help me to win. Now, can we just be real tonight? One person can answer me in the chat. Just say go ahead. Can we just be real tonight? Can we just, be very transparent and honest and open tonight? Just one person. Just give me the permission. Just say go ahead. Just say go ahead. All right. Kahel, give me permission to go ahead. All right. Thank you. Listen, it is frustrating to want to change, but just feel stuck. It is very painful to want to change, and every time you try, you fail. Not true. And you keep trying and you're failing. You keep trying and it just not working out. And it hurts us, right? It hurts us. And I know some people, we are stuck in cycles and patterns and habits and behaviors that we want to change, but we just don't know how to change, right? So I'm inviting you to journey with me on Winning Wednesdays. We are going to be delving into tips and tricks on how to change and become the best version of yourself. The truth is, I got better when I decided to evolve. I started to win when I started to evolve. That's right, Khadija. Story of my life too. Many of us can say, I'm right there with you. Many of us. So we try, so we take a step forward, we take two backwards. And sometimes it's because we don't have the skill set, we don't have the toolkit, we don't have the necessary guidance, right? So I started to win when I started to evolve. So what I want you to know is that you can win too, because you can evolve too. So in other words, you evolve, you win, right? You win when you evolve. So we're just going to jump in. But just before we do that, can you just type in the chat? Just encourage yourself and just type, I am a winner. Go ahead and type, I am a winner. I am a winner. Let me wait on you. I am a winner. It doesn't matter how you've been feeling. It doesn't matter what you have been thinking. Just go ahead. I am a winner. Yes, that's it right there. Yes, that's it. We are encouraging ourselves tonight. We may have lost a few things. We may have lost some time, but guess what? Right now, I'm declaring that I am a winner. All right. So let's jump right in. Now, at the start of every year, it is common practice to boldly declare, I am new. It's a new year, so new me. New year, new me. And we do that. New year, new me. And some of us, we say, this is my year to change this behavior, and this is my year for things to be different. And we post it on our chats and our status, and we post it on Facebook, and we post it on Instagram, and we post it on TikTok. I am going to be different this year. Things will be different this year, right? And some of us, we're in the habit of making New Year's resolution. But some persons, we don't bother with the New Year resolution thing. But we, deep down, deep within, all of us, we are saying this year has to be different. And it doesn't have to be everything. For some persons, we're saying this year, emotionally, I have to be different. This year, psychologically, I have to be different. This year, I have to change some behavior. This year, spiritually, I have to be different. And we encourage ourselves, especially at the start of the year. This year, it just have to be different. Well, guess what? Decorations are powerful, but I hate to burst our bubble tonight. Can I have permission? We're family, right? I have permission to tell us the truth. We can have hard conversation tonight. We can be honest, not true? Where's Kahil to give me permission again? Just give me permission, Kahil. Let me know that I have permission to share the hard truth. Anybody, go ahead. Thank you, Sir Alvin. Thank you. So I hate to be the one to say this, but it is true. Saying you are new does not make you new. Saying this is going to be my year will not make it your year. It is going to take more than just saying it. You have to do something different. Just making the New Year's resolution alone won't yield any result. Can I tell somebody? You can say it from now till December. It doesn't make any sense if you don't do anything different. It doesn't make any sense if you don't do things differently. Now, Albert Einstein, he helped us out. He said, listen, let me help you now. Albert Einstein said that insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. And taught the truth. Isn't that what some of us have been doing? Maybe not everybody. But that's the truth. Some of us, we have been doing the same thing and hoping for a different result. And then we get to December and we're like, oh wow, 2023 was just like 2022. And it was just like 2021. And it was just like 2020. But this year can be different if we do it differently. Now, some persons just don't like the term New Year's resolution, and that's fine. So, what we're talking about tonight is the promise that you make to yourself to start doing something good or to stop doing something bad, right? So, we don't have to attach the label New Year's resolution. But what I want to speak to is that desire for change, wanting things to be different, hoping that things will be differently. Anybody have any New Year's resolution you're bold enough to share? You can share it. Just drop it in the chat. Or anybody have any desire that they want to change that you're bold enough to share with the world? Let me give you 2 minutes. Let me see if anybody have anything that they want to share. That's right, Sister Natalie. Action, not a bag of mouth. To read more. Good. Let me guess. Somebody is saying to be healthier. Somebody is saying, to start going to the gym, to stop eating so much fast food, to pray more, to become more spiritual. Those are some of the common ones, right? To read more. Thank you, Sister Jamila. Now, some of us, we still have the list from 2020. Talk truth. Thank you, Kahil. To take on a task I would be afraid to do. Good. So some of us, we still have the list from 2020, so we don't have to look very far. We brought it over to 2021 and we say, okay, this is the year. Then 2022, then 2023, and look, we are right in 2024. And sometimes we feel stuck because we're saying, why I can't just change this? Why this can't be different? Why I can't just get rid of this? But it's possible. So I want to reaffirm tonight that the thing that you want to change, that is possible. Whatever desire you have to change, that thing is possible. Right? It is possible. So write that down somewhere so that you can look up and you can say, oh, Sharika said that it's possible. So it's possible. It's possible. It's possible to travel to 3 new countries. You see how that is specific? It's possible to travel to 3 new countries. It is possible. So encourage yourself tonight. It is possible. But what I want us to understand, and I want to draw attention to this, for us to win this year, we must first understand why we have been losing. Have you stopped to do an analysis? Have you stopped to become more aware on what has been causing you to be unsuccessful? Have you stopped to look at it and say, okay, why didn't I do that last year and I wanted to do it? Do you know what has been keeping you from being unsuccessful at your New Year's resolution? No? That's all right. That's okay. That's why we're here tonight, right? I'm going to help us to figure it out because there are different things that prevents us from changing and evolving and become the best version of ourselves. All right? So make sure you have something to write because we are delving right in. Yes, it is possible to leave work at the end of my shift. It is possible. It is possible to not work overtime. It is possible to not take home work. It is possible to make more time for our family. It is possible. Right? All right, so let's delve in. One of the first things that causes us to be unsuccessful at changing or accomplishing our goals, the goals that we set at the start of the year, is lack of clarity. Drop that in the chat for me. Lack of clarity. What do I mean? Sometimes we're not clear on what we want to achieve or accomplish. So we just have this vague goal. We're not very clear. We don't have a clear definition on what we would consider as winning, right? So we have to know that definition is important. Definition is important. So for example, some of us will say, oh, for this year, I want to be healthier. But what does that mean? What does it mean to be healthier? What does that look like? What does that look like? Right? So you have to define it clearly. Does it mean that you start to exercise? Does it mean that you start to eat healthier? Does it mean that you start to do routine doctor visit? What does it mean? The thing that you want to achieve, what does it look like? Guess what? Sometimes we don't know what the target is, and so we don't even realize that we're not meeting our target until the end of December, when we're like, oh, I wanted to have this amount of money, but oh well, I didn't reach my target this year. But throughout the year, we were not clear on what we were hoping to achieve. We were not clear. We did not have a clear definition on what the goal is. So we need to start with clarity. What do you want to be different? Somebody will say, oh, I want things to be better in my marriage. I want things to be better at work. But what does that mean? Right? What does that mean? So one reason why we don't meet our goals is lack of clarity. The second thing is that sometimes our goals are too big and they're not smart. Now hear me well. I'm not telling you that your goal is too big, because all things are possible. Amen? Praise the Lord. Go ahead and dream big. But then you want to make those big goals smart. And I'm not saying that you are not smart. I'm saying that you can make your goals smart. And this acronym simply means specific. S is for specific, M is for measurable, A is for achievable, R is for relevant, and T is for time bound. So revisit those goals and make sure they are smart. But sometimes they're big and them sound good, but they're very vague. There's no time to it. It is not measurable, so you don't even know if you are actually doing it. Right? So number one was lack of clarity. Number two is sometimes our goals are big and vague. So we want to make them smart. Number three, listen to this, and I'm sure you agree with me. Sometimes we have the desire to change, or we have the desire to act, but we don't have the commitment. We don't have the willingness, we don't have the readiness, and we don't have the ability. Let me go again. So sometimes we have the desire, but we're not committed, we're not willing, we are not ready, and we don't have the ability. Now, can I say that all of these are not the same? Can I just make that big announcement that all of these are not the same? And sometimes that's the mistake that we make. So we are saying, okay, because I desire to read more books, that also means that I am committed to reading the books. But that's not true, because sometimes we have desire to do a thing, but we're not committed to it, right? Sometimes we have the desire but we are not willing to do it. So yeah, I want to read a book, but I'm not willing to sit down and read the book, right? And sometimes I want to read a book, but I'm just not ready to start reading. You follow? So sometimes we have the desire for the change, but all of these things are not in alignment. So you have desire, but you're not committed. Talk the truth. I desire to go to the gym, praise the Lord, good desire, but I'm not committed to going to the gym. I remember one time, I decided that I'm going to go to Emancipation Park and I'm going to walk because I need to get the exercise in. It sounds so good. It sounds so good, but I wasn't committed to it, right? All I had was a desire. And when we only desire things, they don't happen. So we have to make sure that our desire, or our commitment, our willingness, our readiness, and our ability all aligns. Can we talk about ability? Because some of us, we have some desire to change, but the ability is missing. Let me give you a practical example. You know, maybe I enjoy seeing people lift weights at the gym and I'm like, oh yes, I need to do that. Right? I need to lift, I need to get out there and lift 150 pounds so that I can reach my target. But the truth is, I don't have the ability to lift 150 pounds. Right? Am I making sense? Are you getting it? So sometimes we don't get to our goal or we don't reach our desire because we don't have the ability to do it. Right? So we now have to revisit our goals. We have to make sure that we don't have desire alone, because desire alone don't get it done. So it can't just be, oh, I have a desire to start a business. But are you ready? Is that something that do you have the time to take that on now? Right? Oh, I have the desire to eat only fruits and vegetables. Is that practical right now? Right? So sometimes we don't achieve our goals, and it's not because we're not motivated. It's not because, we don't have the desire, but desire alone is not enough. Can I say that again? Desire is good, but it is not enough. It is not enough. Right? Which number reach? That was number 1. Number 3, number 4. Sometimes we do not incorporate the social support that we need, or we're trying to do it alone. Can you just put in the chat, don't do it alone? Go ahead and type that. Don't do it alone. Yeah, man, put it in the chat. Encourage somebody. Don't do it alone. Don't do it alone. Don't do it alone. Find somebody to drag along with you. Find somebody to walk with you. Find somebody to journey with you. Many of us are trying to change alone without anyone supporting us. But can I tell somebody that God designed us as social beings? So we are created to work with other people. When you take someone on your journey with you, you get support. You get someone who will hold you accountable. Somebody that's going to say, but Khadijah, you said that you'd be going to the gym 3 times for the week. Today is Friday and you haven't gone to the gym. What's happening? Right? You have somebody that is going to hold you accountable. Somebody that's going to say, Jamila, you say you wanted to read more. Which book are you reading this month? Which book did you read last month? Which book? What is happening here? Right? Somebody that will say, Sister Natalie, you said that you would not be eating KFC. So how come I saw you in KFC yesterday? Right? Get somebody to journey with you. When you have somebody to journey with you, they will hold you accountable. Right? But not only that, they will be there to cheer you on. So somebody will be there to say, yeah, man, yes, Sister Natalie, I see you reading the Bible more because that's what you said you wanted to do. Yes, Kahel, I see you trying out fishing because you wanted to do something that you would normally be afraid to do. I see you doing it and I'm proud of you. So you have somebody that will cheer you on. You have somebody that's going to walk with you. Somebody that's going to say, get up and go again. Because can I tell you, on your journey to change, there are going to be days when you just stop. Because that's a part of the change process, right? Plan good to eat healthy and you're doing so well. And then one day you just go Burger King. Or you go McDonald's or you just don't do it. You don't feel like doing it. But when you have somebody that is journey with you, them say, all right, just get up and go again, right? Just push some more. Just start over. We understand that you fall sometime and that's okay. Start again. Because sometimes that's the problem. Because we're doing it alone, and we stopped. Or we take a break. Let me not say stop. because we not really stop. We just take a break, right? And we had a mishap. And then we just can't start back. We just can't find the zeal and the energy and the motivation to start back. But when you have somebody with you that's going to say, no, Sister Diane, come again, man. You know, somebody with you that's going to say, Sister Angela, come on, let's do this. Somebody that's going to say, yes, rest for a while, take your time, and come again. Yes, you reset and you go again, right? You push again. So take the week off, right? I didn't go to the gym all of this week. That's okay. I understand. You had a rough week. But let's go back next week. In fact, I will go with you. You know the difference that that make? Somebody is saying, okay, let me go with you. And they come along with you. They come along with you. They journey with you and make it true. Right? So don't do it alone. Don't do it alone. And can I tell somebody? I know we're at the end of January, but some of us, our plans already mess up. Because the statistics show that by February, most of the plans that we make at the start of January, by February, we just give up. But this is me encouraging somebody. You win when you don't quit. You win when you don't quit. You win when you start again. You win when you keep going. So start over. In fact, I can message somebody now and say, Sister O'Shea, listen, I'm doing this and I want you to journey with me. I want to change in this area of my life and I want you to journey with me. Spiritually, I want to read my Bible every day. Can you just journey with me? Can you check in with me? Check in with me to see if I read this morning. Check in with me to see which Bible I'm reading now. Check in with me. Right? So, yeah, man, make it practical. Do it now. Just message somebody and say, can you hold me accountable? Can you hold me accountable? Right? Just message somebody because guess what? After this, you might forget. And don't bother, and forget and feel like, oh, well, me not bother nobody. But do it now. Don't think about it too long. Just send a message quick. So you don't have any time to change your mind. So just send a message and say, hey, I want to change journey. This year, I am working on my emotional life. And I'm asking you to help me. I'm asking you to journey with me. Go ahead and send that message right now. So that you don't, sometimes we punk out, we make a decision. All right, I'm going to message Jamila and I'm going to tell Jamila this. But after the presentation done, we forget about everything. Oh, well, we talk ourselves out of it. We're so good at talking ourselves out of things. So we say, no, man, me not bother Jamila, me not bother Sister Diane, me not bother Sister Natalie. So do it now before you get a chance to change your mind. Right? So at this point, remember, don't miss it, is don't do it alone. All right, number 5. Sometimes we plan for the desired outcome, but we don't plan for the obstacles. We plan for the desired outcomes, but we don't plan for the obstacles. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe not true. So we plan for the desired outcome, right? For example, I'm going to start eating healthy. So we have a detailed plan. I'm going to go to the market every Saturday morning and I'm going to go early before the crowd and before sun. And then I'm going to prepare the meal every other day because I can't do it every day. And then we say, okay, I have a clear plan for how this is going to work. But we don't stop and plan for the obstacle, the potential obstacle. Like we don't have a backup plan. What will happen if something arises? So do you have a plan for when you can't go to the market? Do you have a backup plan? Do you have like, okay, let me ask Sister Natalie if I can't make it. We don't plan for the obstacles. We only plan for the outcome. So when the obstacles arise, we don't have nothing to do. Right? So, okay, I plan on going to the market every Saturday morning. But guess what? something come up and I can't go this Saturday morning. Oh, I have a meeting, right? Story of our lives. Or we have early morning prayer. Or we went to bed late because we were on some program late. So we did not wake up early enough. But what is the plan for that obstacle? What do you plan to do? So can you also now not just plan for the outcome, but plan for whatever obstacle you will encounter? All right, so one of the things that I saw earlier was to read. So my plan is to read, and I'm going to be very specific with my plan. I'm going to read 30 minutes every other day, right? So on Wednesday, I should be reading. But it just so happened that I have late classes on a Wednesday. What is the backup plan? Am I going to change from Wednesday to Thursday and do 2 days back to back? We're following the practicality. Because sometimes when the obstacle arises, we don't have something to fall back on. So I can't go to the market, but maybe if I had planned for the obstacle, I now have somebody who can go to the market for me. Or I can say, okay, I can't reach downtown, but I can go to the market in Stony Hill, or I can go to the market in Crossroads, or I can just grab something on the road until I can go to the market. But when we fail to plan for the obstacles, it becomes a real problem for us. Because the obstacles will come. That's life. Life will happen. So we have to plan for the obstacles as well. So I want you to start thinking about your plan. Start thinking about your goals. The outcome that you like. For that particular outcome, think of one obstacle and also plan for that obstacle. Good night, Tanisha. Welcome. So think about one plan, one goal for 2024, one. And then think also about something that can possibly hinder you from accomplishing that goal. And then plan how you will deal with that obstacle. Right? So we're making it practical tonight, We're making it practical. Someone says, I think it was Georgia, who said, it is possible to leave work when my shift ends. What is the backup plan? What if it is that one of the potential obstacles is I don't finish marking the books when my shift ends? How am I going to navigate that? Right? So you don't get in the situation and then you don't have a way out. We're following. If you're following, let me know in the chat. Somebody. I just need one representative or two to let me know that you're understanding. Because for us to win, we have to deal with the obstacles. So if you're with me, just type yes. Just type yes. Thank you, Denise. I love the idea. Following. Great. Right? So start planning with your obstacles in mind as well. Not just the outcome. Not just the outcome. Plan for your obstacles too. So if I want to pray more, what are the possible obstacles? I know one, I know one. One possible outcome when you come on to praying, right? You want to pray more or you want to read the Bible, you always feel sleepy. Talk the truth. Always feel sleepy. When you want to read the Bible, you take up the Bible, and as you take up the Bible, it's sleep. So maybe one of the obstacles to circumvent that is that you can do it, maybe don't wait until close to bedtime, right? Maybe during lunch because you can't go sleep at work, right? You take 15 minutes out of it and you read a verse and you can meditate on it, right? For prayer, find somebody to pray with until you can pray on your own. Because that sleep thing is a real obstacle, amen? Amen. So, think about it. Now, since I share the problems, it's only fair that we discuss the possible solutions. Not true. We discuss how we can navigate those. So the first thing that I want to mention, and you want to take notes again, is find out your why. Talk truth. When there's something about the new year that makes us feel like we can do all things are possible, Right? All things are possible with Jesus, we agree. But there's something about the ending of a year and the starting of a new one that makes us feel like, listen, I can take on any mountain. Right? And so because a lot of persons are doing it, a lot of persons are setting New Year's resolution. We set it too. We set it too because everybody setting New Year's resolution. So we set it too. But guess what? It is important for you to find out your why. Why do you want to change? And not the generic response. I want to change because change is good. No, find out your why. Why do you want to exercise? Why is it important for you to start reading more? Your why is important, and I want you to dig deep within to find out the real reason. Because can I tell somebody, when there is no motivation and there is no drive to continue, you will have to fall back on your why. I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like eating no callaloo. Callaloo is my thing these days, guys. I'm working on eating healthier. I don't feel like eating no callaloo, right? I don't have no desire to keep up with with my plan. But then I have to fall back on my why. Why are you doing this in the first place? Is it because of external pressure? So everybody doing it, so let me go do it too? Is it because we see it on social media, everybody exercising? That's not good enough. You have to find out your why. And the second thing, remember we spoke earlier that one of the reasons we don't achieve our goals is because of lack of clarity. So the second thing that we have to do differently is that we need to gain clarity. And clarity comes with time, right? So spend some time sitting down. What do I really want to achieve this year? What is one thing that I want to change? What do I want to win at? What do I want to win in? And I want us to really think it through and define it. Define it. Clearly define it. Persons that say, I want to be healthier, what does that mean for you? Is it that you want to eat healthier? Is it that you want to start exercising? Is it that you need to rest more? What does that mean for you? Because guess what? You know why you need clarity? When you get to December and you're saying, oh, let me reflect on 2024. You can say, oh, yes, I was healthier for real. I can tick this off because I started eating healthier, or I had a combination of things. But it is clear. It is crystal clear. I want to fast more. That's clear, right? Number 3, do not, and I repeat, do not yield to the pressure to make big goals. Listen, it is okay for it to be small. Hi, Wayne, welcome. It is okay for your goal to not be big, right? So don't go about comparing your goal with everybody. Guess what, guys? Guess what? Small tweaks lead to giant leaps. Small tweaks lead to giant leaps. So let me break it down. Let me break it down, guys. Let me break it down. So for example, let us say that my goal is to read. May I follow everybody? May I follow everybody, right? And I want to start reading more because we need to read. But you decide that, oh, I'm just going to read one book per month. One book per month. You know, those persons that want to take on 4 books a month, God bless them. I am deciding that I'm taking on 1 book per month. At the end of the year, you would have read 12 books. You see, small tweaks lead to giant leaps. Imagine if we spend 30 minutes praying daily instead of trying to spend the 3 hours or I'm not saying not to pray for 3 or 4 hours. Please don't misunderstand me. Go ahead. But I'm saying try to do it small where it's attainable and you can make it a part of your routine. Right? Let's talk about exercising. So instead of saying, okay, I'm just going to exercise. What about if we start with a 15 minutes walk or 20 minutes walk 3 times per week instead of trying to go the full 7 days? And we know so we can't do it. We know that the 7 days is a stretch. So what if we are realistic and we start with 3 days? You get me? It would add up. Number 4, make sure your resolutions are smart. Remember we mentioned that earlier? So let's look on the person who wants to become healthy. Let's do an example. So for example, over the next 5 months, remember the time, over the next 5 months, I will go to the gym 4 times per week and do a 30 minutes cardio and 30 minutes of strength training. You see, oh, that's specific. You see, say it measurable. You see, say it attainable. And you're very clear on what you want to do. Now, when you do them like that, you can achieve your goals. And when we achieve our goals, we are winning. So make it specific, right? Over the next 3 months, over the next 3 months, I am going to read 3 books. I'm going to read 30 minutes per day. Yeah? And we make it work. Then he says, clarity is what pulls us through those days of lack of motivation. Yes, your clarity and your why. I don't want to get out of bed. Yeah, guys, this is serious, you know, for true. Sometimes we don't want to get out of bed to go to work. And no, I know. You don't have to say yay or nay. Sometimes we don't want to get out of bed. We don't have no motivation to go to work. But guess what? We need to fall back on that why. Why do we need to go to work? Of course, to serve our clients, but not only that, we have bills to pay month end. Right? So I'm not motivated to go anywhere, but I'm very clear that the bills will come. Right? I'm very clear that I need to pay the bills. All right? So make sure that they are smart. And I gave you an example so you can work that out. And of course, we said this before, find like-minded people to journey with you. Do not do it alone. Right? So can you think of one person who you can ask to journey with you? One somebody. Can you think of just one? Yeah? Just one. Good. Think about that person. Let me help you with the message too. Say, hey Denise, you know, I am working on my health for this year, my emotional health, and I'm asking you to journey with me to support me. I'm asking you if you can be available 1 time per month for me to meet with you and to discuss how I have been feeling, what have been triggering me, and how I've been coping, and maybe together we can sort it out. Something like that. You can summarize all of that and send a message before you change your mind. All right? The final one that I'll share for tonight is consider getting professional help. Go get you a coach or go get you a mentor. Go get a coach. Go get a mentor. I have both. I can proudly say I have both, and it makes a difference, right? So go get you a coach and go get you a mentor. Someone who is going to, you know, in addition to the person that you just asked, this person is a professional, they are trained, and they are going to help you to navigate your change journey. Go do it. All right. I am honoring your time, right? Our conversation is usually 45 minutes to an hour, so we are almost at the end. We're not going over, right? Now, to win this year, hard conversation again. You have to take you seriously. Tell the truth. Sometimes I'm going to take myself serious, you know. I mean, you don't have to type it in the chat. Let me say it. Because sometimes I don't always take myself serious either. I can be honest, right? I can be honest. I don't always take myself serious. And how you know? You can look on your habits. If you take yourself serious, there are some things that you would do differently. If I did serious, if I did serious about changing, there are some things that you would have done differently. Jamila, I see you. Sometimes me careless. Sometimes we careless with you. Sometimes we don't take ourselves seriously. Right? Now, if we're going to win this year, you have to start taking yourself seriously. Winning is never accidental. Or let me not say never, maybe a 5% of the wins are actually accidental. You know, like people buck up into some things. But my friends, winning requires intentionality and action. So some of us, the problem is that, can I say the L word? All right, let me talk about me. Some of us, the problem is that we are kind of lazy. That's too harsh. You already give me permission to talk the hard things, right? But winning requires intentionality and action. There's no other way. No other way to win. You have to be intentional and you have to do something. Right? So I give you the things that causes us not to achieve our goals. I gave you the things that we need to work on. So let's wrap it up with this. If we're going to win this year, we need a plan. Because having the goals alone is not enough. Yes, Khadija, procrastinating is killing us. It's killing us. But the next time you are tempted to procrastinate, I want you to remind yourself that this is the year I'm taking me serious. If nobody else wants to take me serious, that's fine. But this year, 2024, I am taking me serious. So, as I was saying, having the goal alone is not enough. We need a plan too. Planning is important. Guess what? Without a plan, you are gambling with the outcome. You know, I have the goal, I have the desire, but I can't bother plan anything. I mean, one gentleman said to me that, listen, I'm not structured. I am not sticking to anything. I wake up tomorrow morning and I do what I want to do. And I say, okay, good. I mean, okay. But can I tell somebody tonight that the goal alone is not enough? You need to sit down now and come up with a plan. You can't leave it to chance. In fact, last year, that's what we did. We left it to chance and said, oh, well, if it happens, it happens. If it happens, it happens. Right? Can I tell somebody, because I know some of us are Christians, you know, we're good Christians. Planning is godly. It's a godly thing to do. Even God plans. So what about you and I? Imagine God himself. He plans. You don't believe me? Jeremiah 29 and verse 11, it says, for I know the plans I have for you. God plans. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Can I also tell you that planning is an act of faith? It's giving God something to work with. It is giving God something to work with. And the determination is important. I'm seeing that. Planning is an act of faith. So all of us who have, you know, we were going through life just saying, you know what? Because we always say, what we say? When man a plan, God a wipe? I don't know where I get that from, but that's very common. But planning is godly. Let me give you a scripture because I know you're Bible people. Some of you are Bible people. Let me help you out. Habakkuk 2 and verse 2, it says, write the vision and make it plain. So now after tonight, we're going to sit down and write it. Sit down and write it very clear. We're going to be very specific. Proverbs 16 and verse 3 says, commit to the Lord whatever you do. Listen to this. And he will establish your plans. Then if you don't have any plan, what is he going to establish? Help me out here. If you don't have any plans, what is he going to establish? And Psalms 20 and verse 4 says, may he give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. Now, if you don't have any plan, what is he going to establish? What is he going to make succeed or successful? Right? So I'm hoping that, I can trouble those of us who are a little bit in our comfort zone and we're saying, yes, this is my year. This is going to be the best year ever. I'm going to win this year. 2024 is my year. Yeah, it can be. But how do we plan to make it our year? So here's your homework. Because we're coming back in, so listen, we are building this thing out. We are coming back in March. So we are building this thing out. So your homework is, at the end of 2024, what do you want to be different? What do you want to change? What do you want to accomplish? If you're not sure, what are you tired of? Let's look at it from that side. What are you tired of? What is it that is frustrating you? What is it that is causing you pain and hurt? And which area you feel stuck in? And I want you to think about it holistically. So I know how many persons who can easily say money. Money is making me frustrated. Money is making me mad. But not just financial, right? So you include your financial goals and the plans for your finances. But spiritually, emotionally, physically, what do you want to achieve? And after you're able to clearly list those, some of you may have to watch the video again to see how you should write them down, how you should make them specific, how you should make them clear, and also think about the why, right? So that's what I want you to do. And I also want you to start coming up with a plan. How am I going to get from where I am today? Reading my Bible maybe one time, apart from Sunday when I go to church, or when I have Bible study. Apart from that time, I read my Bible one other time. That's where I'm at. But my aim is to read it every day for 30 minutes. What is my plan to do that? Am I going to wake up half an hour earlier to do it? Can I get it in the morning? Or can I do it? Can I get to work and do it then? What is the plan? So start thinking about your plan. All right? That is your homework. That is your homework. And we meet back the last Wednesday in March. And we are going to discuss, now that we have the plan, what do we need to do to implement? Right? So we're going to be talking about change and evolving and winning this year on Winning Wednesdays for the rest of the year. All right? So as we wrap up, anybody, 2 persons, at least 2. Don't sit back and wait on 2 persons to do it. Put it in the chat too. Put yours. What is one takeaway tonight? Anybody? One takeaway. What are we going to do to win this year? One thing that you're taking away. Was this helpful? Do we need to continue having this conversation? Is it needed? Is it necessary? Put it in the chat. We're closing out in 2 minutes because I'm honoring your time. Any takeaways? Anything that we're going to be doing different? Practical goals? Yes, Kahel, you will win when you don't quit. Yes, Jamila, find my way. Make my goals smart. Be practical. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. Yes, Kahil, don't do it alone. Find somebody and drag them along with you. Take somebody with you. It's good when you have persons to journey with you. Put my desire in action. Yes, Auntie. 2024 is the year I will take me seriously. And can I tell you, you deserve that? You deserve that. Take you seriously this year. And I believe that at the end of 2024, we'll be able to say, I won this year and I will continue to win. Again, let me just use this opportunity to say thank you very much. I'm also seeing my pastor and my church family. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Just before I continue, Kadisha, I see you put seek professional help. Yes, please go ahead. Right, go ahead. And can I tell somebody, if you have to pay for it, pay. I'm a part of a coaching group that I pay a monthly fee, and trust me, it makes a difference. Don't say that it's too expensive. Don't say that, oh, I'm not paid for that. Oh, yes? Well, do it alone. Do it alone. It's harder. When you have a professional help, they can help you to expedite the process. So thank you so much for joining those persons viewing via Facebook and YouTube. I'm so very grateful that you have given me 1 hour of your Wednesday night. I'm excited about this year. I have my goals. I have my plans, and I'm looking forward to winning in 2024. I encourage you to take this information and put it into practice, because information without application is of no use. Information without application is of no use. And for more information on change and the change process, you can go over to my website at www.ievolveglow.com, and you will see more information on the change process, right? Also, please remember to like and subscribe so you can get more information. So follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube so that you can get more information. All right? Yes, there it is. So do it now. Do it now before you forget. So thank you so much. I'm seeing Pastor Spence, bless you. I'm seeing my mother. Welcome, mommy. All right, I also want to thank OJ Production for the technical support. You guys have been awesome. Thank you everybody for joining, and see you next month for Mindful Conversations, and in March for Winning Wednesday. God bless you. Have a good night.